Okay, so welcome to Foundations. It's going to be a 6-week ambassador training series. And the purpose of this is that as new ambassadors, we want to equip you with all the tools and the resources so that you can be as successful as you possibly can right out of the gate. So want you to know that we are here for you. We want to break down some of the obstacles, some of the unknowns, and help things be a little bit more manageable for you. So it's going to be a simple 6 weeks. We've got everything divided up into different levels. So level 1, we are going to start off with Plexus Lingo. I'm going to talk about some of the words you're going to hear that are common and that may seem a little foreign to you. We're going to talk about setting up your backup order, why that's so important, and do a step-by-step visual of how you can do that and make sure that you are a qualified ambassador with your backup order on. We're also going to go through the success guide, a very important resource and tool that you should have at your fingertips. And we're going to talk about business cards and samples, how important that is to have those resources on hand at all times. And then we're going to talk about Zoom a little bit and why that's so important and how to get that set up. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is Plexus Lingo. You're going to hear the word PV a whole lot. PV simply stands for personal volume. So each product that Plexus carries has a specific PV amount that is allocated to it. It's not exactly the dollar amount, but it's just below it. So in your catalog or online in your back office, you're going to see on each product it's going to say PV and then the specific number. So basically what happens is whenever you make an order and you purchase, say, the triplex is 101 PV. So what that means is at the end of the month, all of your purchases and the purchases of any of your retail or preferred customers is going to be totaled for your total monthly PV. And that's going to be super important because that's going to really show you kind of what your commission is. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. But your monthly PV, it starts at 0 at the beginning of every single month. And as you make your own purchases, or if you have customers make their purchases, that's going to combine to your total monthly PV. Backup order. So your backup order is not an auto shipment. It is simply like a fail-safe. I like to think of it as just an extra backup order to ensure that I'm not going to run out of my personal products. So I simply keep my backup order on, but I have never had my backup order shipped to me because what I have done is I know that by the end of the month, I need to go on and make a manual order myself for the products that I need at that time. But if I happen to forget that I needed to make a manual order, I'm not going to run out of product because my backup order is going to catch that and see that I have not made an order of 100 PV or less or more, and it's going to go ahead and process for me. So you have a choice with your backup order. There are some people that do want that auto shipment, and that's great. It's a great way. You don't have to think about ordering. You don't have to remember that you need to make an order. It simply is an auto shipment that comes to you at the same day every month, the same products. So that is going to be called an unconditional backup order. So it's a great thing for people who just don't want to think about making an order. But for those of us who want a little bit more flexibility and freedom in our orders, we can sign up for a conditional backup order. So it is conditional. It will only ship if I have not made a manual order of 100 PV or more, or my customers have not ordered 100 PV or more. So that gives you a lot of freedom. And it also allows you, say the beginning of the month, you want to make an order try out some new products. You do that and you make it and it's 100 PV or more, then it's going to skip your backup order at the end of the month. It's great. It's an awesome way to have a little bit of flexibility, but also that fail-safe just in case you forget to make an order. So one thing about the backup order, it is so important to keep turned on. We have the freedom to turn it off if we need to skip a month, if we need to take a break for a little while, we're traveling out of the country or traveling around for several months at a time. It's okay to turn that off, But if you turn that off, you are no longer qualified for commission. So we'll talk about commission in a second, but it is so important. We get paid on our own purchases with Plexus. Incredible. We get a paycheck every single month if your backup order is turned on and you've made an order of 100 PV or more. So I highly, highly, highly recommend every single ambassador keeping this turned on. You will not receive a paycheck if you turn it off that month. You will not. So keep it on conditional so you can make your orders as you please. And if there's any reason at all that you need to turn it off, you have the freedom to. Always remember to go back and turn it on so that you can continue getting that paycheck. So commission. Commission is kind of a word that a lot of people associate with the business side of Plexus, but I want you to understand that even wholesale ambassadors, if you just signed up just to get the cheapest products you possibly could, you still earn commission on your own products. So anything that you make, anything that you sell or purchase 100 PV or more, you begin earning commission back on. So like I said, a triplex combo is about 101 PV. So the first 100 PV that is in your account that you purchase or a customer purchases, we do not earn commission on that first 100. That's so important to remember, okay? That first 100 PV goes back to the company, and that is what gives our company the ability to create the products, to do clinical testing, to pay the salaries for the employees, to keep the lights on in the building, all that stuff that takes to run a successful business. So that first 100 is our qualifying PV. That's what qualifies us to get a paycheck. Once you go over 100, all the way up to 499 PV, you make 15% commission on that number, which is amazing. So let's say you personally, you bought 2 triplex combos for your family. And that first 100, you don't get paid on, but you get paid on that second 100. So you're making 15% back on that, which is great. And you can use that. That can go straight into your bank account for some extra spending money, or you can use it and save it to put towards your next monthly order, which is great. So when you hit the 500 mark of PV, you then begin to get 25% commission back on those numbers. So it's pretty incredible. Now remember, commission is your own purchases and that of any retail or preferred customers. So that number can add up pretty quickly if you've got a few friends jumping in with you. The last thing that I wanted to, the last kind of lingo word that I wanted to share with you is welcome pack. You probably heard a little bit about this when you were signing up. Plexus allows us, kind of gives us this incredible opportunity to purchase a one-time opportunity to purchase a welcome pack, which is a combination of products that is below wholesale cost. Now, when we sign up $34.95, we already get about 25% off the retail cost. Those wholesale prices are incredible. This welcome pack is above and beyond that discount. It is discounted products below the wholesale price. So you have several choices. You can choose different products. You could do a triplex combo. You can actually do a double triplex combo. And there's all kinds of different combinations of products to fit your needs. So it's an incredible, incredible opportunity to take advantage of. Now, you have 60 days to purchase that welcome pack from the date you joined. So if you did not purchase it when you first joined, that's okay. You can call customer service and you can go ahead and get that welcome pack purchased for you. So it's an incredible thing. Now, one of the things I love is when you buy a welcome pack, you don't only get the discounted products, but you also get this incredible thing called the Success Kit. We're going to go over this just a little bit more in detail in a few minutes. But this is a phenomenal resource for anyone who is starting off on their Plexus journey. So you really do not want to miss out on that welcome pack. So as we were talking a little bit about the backup order, and it is so key in your journey, your Plexus journey, keeping yourself, even if you're here just for the wholesale benefits, keeping yourself consistent on these products. Natural health is so key to give yourself time and to give yourself consistency. When your body, it's just like working out. You know, you can work out really, really, really hard, but if you start slacking and you become very inconsistent, you're going to see those benefits that you had worked so hard for. You're going to see them. You're going to see yourself losing those benefits. So this backup order is so essential for those who are working really, really hard to attain their health and to maintain that. The second part of this backup order is to keep yourself qualified for commission. Remember, commission is not just for those who are making this business and building their business. This is also for you wholesale ambassadors who just want to get commission back on their own purchases. So important. This is just a quick little graphic to show you how to set up your backup order. You had this opportunity when you signed up online and you purchased your welcome pack. But the great thing is you have such flexibility. You can change your backup order at any time. And so what you're going to do is simply log into your back office by going to plexusworldwide.com. Then you're going to click on the shopping tab and choose backup orders. At that point, if you have already made your backup order, it's going to be listed. And you can see that mine is listed. Right there, I had it on conditional. But I can change that. I can edit it. I can delete that backup order, and I can create a new one. So what I want to kind of take you through is I want you to log in right after this. I want you to log in and see where your backup order is at. Now I want you to remember you have the choice of choosing conditional, which means that it's not going to ship if you make a manual order of 100 PV or more before that date. So what I would have you do is go in, make sure that yours is set up for conditional or unconditional if you want that auto shipment, and then check the date that you have it set at. A lot of ambassadors choose the end of the month, but that's completely up to you. If you started your products at the beginning of the month, then you're probably going to need your products at the beginning of the month next month. So feel free to choose the date that works for you. Also, choose the products that work for you. But I want to make sure that you choose 100 PV or more. A lot of times people just, add one product on there real quick without really looking at the PV. So what I really recommend doing is just adding the triplex combo. That's what about 95% of all ambassadors are using as their foundational product. So I recommend putting the triplex combo because that's going to hit your 100 PV mark, putting that on your conditional backup order. And you're going to see it kind of looks like you're checking out. You're going to click on the cart icon, and you're going to see though that it says backup order. And you're going to see it has the price, and it's going to simply say update backup order. So don't be afraid that you're actually placing an order. It looks a little deceiving, but it just simply says update backup order. And so that will update your backup order and get you commission qualified. So the next thing is the Success Kit. Now, this is an incredible resource that came out in January of this year. This is a phenomenal tool that is filled with amazing resources. So inside, they have an entire, everything that you need to be successful in this journey. Now, thankfully, we have uplines, we have sidelines, and we have incredible resources on YouTube and in our team pages. But even if you didn't, even if you had nothing at your fingertips, you would have the Success Kit, which outlines everything that you will need to be successful. One of my favorite things in the Success Kit is these product guides. Now, these are simple little index cards, and you have an index card for every single product that we have. What I love about them, they have the picture, the graphic, then they have a little bit of information on the front, but on the back, they have talking points, and they have things that you could say So if you're sitting across the table from someone and you're sharing with them, this takes all of the guessing out of it. You get to simply sit and share, tell them what the back of it says. You don't have to know everything to get started. And that's what a lot of it holds back. So many people are held back because they want to research, they want to educate themselves, which is great, but they are paralyzed by their own fear that they have to know everything. Well, the Success Kit makes everything laid out there just so that you can literally open up this box, take out these cards, and go start sharing Plexus with them. All you have to do is tell them why you started. You don't have to have an amazing testimony yet. That will come, but all you have to do is simply start sharing. And, you know, I really, really encourage you to do that. If you wait, there's never going to be a perfect time to start sharing. So just start sharing why you joined, and ask them to get started with you. You don't have to have all the answers. When you have questions, you come to your upline, you ask in your team pages, and we are here for you. So this Let's Get Started guide is phenomenal. It's chapter by chapter. It's going to walk you through the basics of getting started. So I highly recommend going through this spiral and then also going through those index cards. Put them by your bedside at night and just do a quick little review every single night and do a little bit of reading. They're phenomenal. One of the things that is really going to set your business apart from others is having business cards. This, you got to know that as somebody who, even if you're not looking to make this a full-time business, you just simply want to have a little bit of extra cash, extra freedom, treating this business as something that is looking at branding yourself. So within Plexus, you know, we have incredible tools, but the best tool for this business is you, your story, the way that you carry yourself, and how you brand yourself. And business cards are going to take this and really take that up a notch. It's going to show people that you're serious about your business, and it's going to show people that you are someone who is dedicated to serving them, and giving them a business card shows them that this isn't just some side gig for you. And that's why having them in your purse, I carry these around in my purse, I have some in my car, my husband has some. We have them so that at any time we can just, it's such a casual, easy way to share with people. And you're going to get to know people in checkout lines and at the park, and not really have time to give them all of your information. And you have your phone number on the back of here, have your email so that they can connect with you. And so great ways. Etsy is one of my favorite resources for business cards. They have such cute ones. So if you just get on Etsy.com and type in Plexus business card, you're going to find super, super cute ones. And I have the ones in the middle with the flowers on them. And I love, love, love them. So really, really encourage you to get Plexus business cards that really suit your style and suit your brand, okay? Then the other part of that is having samples on you. So there's a little picture down on the bottom right that shows the samples that we have. We have Plexus Ease, we have the body cream, we have Plexus Slim, and then you could also put in a couple of the individual serving packets of the P96 or the Plexus 96 protein shakes. So those are fun little things. You can package them up in a little clear bag with your business card stapled on the top of it. You can do a lot of different fun ways to do it. But those are super, super amazing little resources to have in your purse, have in your car, and just always keep them and be, you know, have a goal in mind. Maybe this week I'm going to share 5 of those samples. I'm going to give away 5. So that when you're at the library with your kids, when you're out at the mall, be thinking, keeping your eyes open for who you can give that to. And just tell them that you just want to bless them with a sample of some amazing natural health supplements. Also on Etsy, I found these fun little index card, or they're fun little like postcard sizes where you can just put a little sample of the Plexus Ease or the body cream. They also have ones, oh yeah, for the Plexus Slim up at the top. You can also go to myplexusprint.com or plexusprint.com. Those are two different companies that have some great designs. And again, if you just Google Plexus brochure, Plexus business card, you're going to find a ton of things. And one other thing while we're on this topic, I would highly suggest you going and purchasing some trial packs. So every single month, I purchase an entire pack of 3-day trial packs. And it's my goal within that month to either sell them or give them away. And the 3-day trial packs, they're great little resources. 3 days of, you can do the Plexus Slim and Block or the Plexus Slim and Accelerator, I believe. And they're great little things that if you have somebody that is just really on your heart and you really want them to just give Plexus a try, you can gift that to them. And you can also sell them and make back the money that you put into it. Sell them for maybe $10 a packet. So those are awesome to have on hand. I also personally buy a couple different orders of the 7-day trials because people like to have those when they decide to do 7-day trials. They want to have them on hand. So I usually keep one in my car or, and I have a few in my cupboard at home so that they can just hand me cash and I can just give it to them there. And they can always go and order those trials, those 3 and 7-day trials online as a retail customer, no big deal. But also it's a great tool to have in person. So the last thing I wanted to talk a little bit about is Zoom. And Zoom is an application that is free to use, which I love. You don't have to have an account. But what it's going to allow you to do is get connected with the Plexus community. So we're going to be doing weekly Zooms for our team. We're going to be doing trainings. We're going to be doing inspirational and getting to hear testimonies and stories. And we want you to participate in that. And part of that is having Zoom. This is a tool that we just use so that we can connect. And you can choose to use your video where we can all see one another, but you also have the option to turn off your video, so nobody has to see you, no big deal. But you also have the option of using your telephone and calling in, which is a great tool. So if you're out on the road, no big deal. You can just call in with your phone and listen in. So we love using this because we are all spread out from all over the United States and beyond. And this allows us to get to know one another. One of the most precious things about Plexus has been the friendships for all of us. And we have built a community of truly caring for one another and encouraging and supporting one another in their health journey and in their business. And so whatever your specific health goals are and whatever you need support in, we want to be there for you. So I would just encourage you, after you get off of this video, to first of all, go and check your backup order. Make sure you got everything in line for that. And then second, go ahead and if you've got an iPhone or an Android, you can download the Zoom application. You should just be able to type in Zoom and it'll show up. Download that. And if you're on a desktop or a laptop, you can go to www.zoom.us and download the application right there. Then when you're invited into a specific training or meeting, that we will give you the link or the telephone number, whichever one you want to use, and you just click the link and it'll open up that application and you'll be right there. So you don't have to sign in or anything. It's perfect. So I really appreciate all of you guys for joining in on this. This is level 1. It's the basics to get you started. We're going to move into level 2 this coming week and start working on really discovering a lot of the things, discovering our why. For each of us, we joined Plexus for a different reason. And a lot of times we don't really know what that is. A lot of times we just, we kind of hit rock bottom and we reach out and say, okay, I'm ready. But if we dig a little bit deeper, we start thinking about some of the things that we want to see change. So we want to vocalize that. We want to pinpoint our why. It's something you're going to hear a lot. We want to know why. Is this so that you can have energy to play with your kids, so you're not taking a nap every single day and just kind of surviving motherhood? Do you want to be present for your children? Is there a health issue that you've been battling for years and you just feel like you can't go on another day battling this? Is this something to do with finances? Are you guys at rock bottom where you need this? You need just an extra couple $100s a month. We can help you get there. Is this something that you see long-term where you want to get out of debt? Is this something that you want to build a future? Residual income is something so freeing. It's something that most people never have the true understanding of the power of. Residual income is life-changing. And so a lot of people, they start dreaming small, but then it begins to open up. And that's what we're going to start working on next week, is really opening up kind of what am I dreaming of? What do I want? And what am I going to run for? What am I going to hold on for when I go through valleys and it's hard? What am I going to hold on for? So then we're also going to go through some personal plans of action and goals. So it's one thing to dream, but it's another thing to set goals and to figure out the plan of action to get to those dreams, okay? So we're going to go pretty in depth on how we are going to go step by step. We're going to set out both daily, weekly, and monthly goals, okay? We're going to talk about our Frank's list, and that's kind of a word you're going to hear a lot, but it's an acronym for basically a way that we, kind of a mental memory jogger. It's going to help us to think about the people in our lives that really need these products, okay? We're going to talk about reaching your warm market. Those are the people around us that are closest to us. Our good friends, our family, those are our warm market, the people we spend a lot of time with. Then we're also going to talk about how to talk to people that are outside of that warm market, people that are strangers, people that we went to high school or college with, people that are a little bit further outside our comfort zone and further outside our inner circle. And so we're going to talk a lot about that. And then we're also just going to talk about Facebook posting. We're going to talk a little bit about how to do that, some different applications that make it easy, some ways of finding great posts to talk about. And we're going to talk a little bit about compliance and how to just get started sharing. So it's going to be a great week. Thank you for joining us for this week, and look forward to jumping into level 2.